Jojcib here, and welcome to some Strike Fighter 2 North Atlantic. Yes, we're here with some Strike Fighter 2 North Atlantic. This game, it is a flight sim, but it is a bit of a light, I guess you could say, flight sim. Kind of similar to almost the old IL-2 games, and IL-2, I guess, Battle Stalingrad, blah blah blah, in the way that it's not as complicated as you would say DCS or Falcon is in terms of the way things go. But it still has a good flight model. Even though the game is this update is July of 2013, this game's 3 years old now. Yeah, it's 3 years old now. So the graphics are a bit old, but they're not that terrible. And the reason why we were playing this one, or the reason why we decided to play this game, is, of course, in particular, the bird that's right here in the middle of the screen. If you cannot tell what this bird is, it is, of course, the F-14 Tomcat. And the reason we decided to go with that is because, well, one, it's kind of the only game that you can fly the F-14 Tomcat that is a bit more modern, you could say, without going back to something like F-14 Fleet Defender, which is an old game. A little bit pixelated in the graphics departments, but this game we can fly the F-14 Tomcat, and of course I'm waiting for Leatherneck Studios over at the DCS to release their version of the Tomcats. And speaking of DCS, the reason I decided to do this, and the reason I was thinking of the Tomcat, is because the F5E Tiger has just been released in early access from Beltec Sim. And if you know of that one movie that has the Tomcats in it, the F5E is also known as the MiG-28. So, and I'm sure many of you probably are going, oh yeah, I know what movie you're talking about now. Anyways, we're going to be doing the campaign Northern Saber, which is set in September 19th, 1979. And as you can see here, September 1979, as Soviet Army invades Western Germany, an entire division of Soviet airborne troops parachuted onto Iceland, covered by Spetsnaz special forces already on the ground to disable the early warning systems. The capture of Iceland is essential to the Soviet victory in Europe. It allows the Soviet Northern Fleet to break out into the North Atlantic and disrupt the U.S. convoys attempting to reinforce Europe. I said Europe wrong. But the NATO forces catch a lucky break as one of the Spetsnaz attacks is foiled, and the airborne troops are forced to land on the eastern half of the island. So this game, Strike Fighters, there's several different games, I guess you could say, you could pick up. For instance, Northern Saber is, of course, North Atlantic. And then there's these three here, Red Hammer, Red Lightning, Red Thunder, are all set in 1960. And these are from the Strike Fighter 2 Europe campaign. This is set in the West Germany area where the attack is coming in at. But we're going to play Northern Saber so we can fly the wonderful, not F4 Phantoms, but the F-14 Tomcats. And we're going to be at V-84, the Jolly Rogers, of course. Let's go ahead and accept that. And we will create a new campaign. And we already saw this. So, Soviet Air Forces quickly forward deploy several MiG squadrons onto small airstrips around Iceland, to prevent any NATO reinforcements from arriving by air. And the Soviet Northern Fleet is sending the Kiev battle group to block reinforcements by the sea, supplied by over 200 land-based long-range heavy bombers, which can strike anywhere in Iceland. The U.S. 2nd Marine Amphibious Group is quickly assembled to reinforce Iceland. Ground defenses, reinforce the Icelandic ground defenses, that's what it should say. And the USS Nimitz Carrier Battle Group already underway to a routine med cruise to divert north to provide cover. So we are part of the Nimitz Carrier Group. You can see here. So our mission for this one is to we'll provide close air support for the Nimitz Group and destroy enemy aircraft approaching the fleet. So there would be our call signs Wolfpack. There would be 2 Tomcats, me and another wingman. Let's go into the roster first, and let's select our wingman, because one of the interesting things about Strike Fighters, you can select your wingman, and as you can see here, they all have different skills, experience, morale, and I forget what this one is. Command or camaraderie or whatever. Let's see here. The most skilled pilot in the group here is Thomas Hawkins, who has 94 skill. He's got 85% experience, which is actually pretty good. There's nobody else that has anyone higher. Our lieutenant commander has the same level, so he's pretty good. He's at 90% morale. Morale might be, we might want to grab somebody like Foster here, who has 100% morale. But you know, 90's not bad. And then command or CND, whatever this is, he's got a 92, which is quite high. The only one there's a couple of people that are slightly better than that, but for the most part, we're looking over here at skills and experience, and he is one of the most skilled and experienced pilots there. So let's go ahead and select him. Let's go into our loadout here and look and see what the game has decided to give us. We are running with 3, 4, 5, 6 Sparrows, AIM 7 F Sparrows, and then we have our 2 AIM 9L Sidewinders, as well as two 228-gallon drop tanks, which makes sense. We will be flying around close air protection around the fleet, so we will be wanting to stay in the air for quite some time. So I'll stay with that loadout there. If we check out the map here, we'll be flying out from here, going around. This is our engagement point. This is square here is the initiation point, and then our ejector point is going to be here. More than likely, as I know, because I've played this game a couple times already, by the time we get to this point, there's going to be some aircraft that have spawned in the air going, oh, we need to go this way, because that's what the game tells us to do. We'll be flying very close to our Hawkeye there. See, we've got another group of Tomcats up in the air, it looks like. Oh no, these F4s, or that's the F4 group, and then of course the enemy has their group there. But nothing else to see from that map, so let's go ahead and jump in the game. Alright, everyone, we are in the game. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and afterburn these puppies up. And launch. We're airborne. Let's go ahead and retract those landing gears. You see 2 right there coming up behind us. Where is our waypoints? Right there. So let us get to the waypoint. I want to say, whoops. There we go. Track them flaps. 50 miles, Angels 10, heading west. Copy. Switch to our Sparrows, make sure our radar is on. I know I usually cut the video about now. I don't remember what my radar keys are. There it is. I know I usually cut the video by now, but I figure you guys can watch. It's not going to take us long to detect and find these guys. It shouldn't, at least. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and get off Afterburner there. I am going to cut the video here, and I will join you all when we reach the target area, so stay tuned. And at that cue, welcome back, everyone. I believe the target we have locked up here is the bandits we are looking for. I'm not real sure, and I don't want to launch on. Unlike Falcon, I can't spam my tactical center to get the, you know, declare and see if this guy is friendly or not. And there is no IFF, I believe. So I'm not really sure which targets on my radar here are friendly or not. And I really don't want to launch on this guy until I get some confirmation. Though, we just got clearance from our Hawkeye to engage enemy targets. I just don't know if this guy is it or not. And yes, even though I am looking down, there is up in the top right there showing the radar. I forgot how to turn it. I forgot exactly how to turn that off. So that's the only reason it is there. Let's see here. I'm set up. It's the Sidewinders. I'm set up with the Sparrows. I believe I can fire it. Now, I'm not sure, actually. I have not played this game in a while, so I don't really remember all the important stuff. Well, I believe it is that bear, so I'm gonna go ahead and pickle if I can. Nope. Alright, that's the gun. I have him locked up. Do I need to switch? Nope, that's my radar range. There we go. Track while scanning. Fire. Fire. Nope. Radar set to track while scan. I'm set to the Sparrow. I guess I'm not. Sparrow's not in range yet, I guess. We'll keep flying in on him. Yep, he's right dead ahead of us, so... And yeah, I know, I'm cheating. I have him on the map when I shouldn't have him on the map. But you know what? It doesn't matter. At least for me. Come on, can I not launch the Sparrow? Sparrow is locked. Launch me, Sparrow! Fly, me Sparrow! No? Okay. Well, we might have to get up in this guy and fight him face to face. We'll see. So we have him locked up. We have him locked up. We should be able to launch. Maybe he's too far out. Still. Oh, there we go. Hot trig. What's hot trig? I don't know. Fire. No? Do I just need to go to this? Sparrow selected. It says hot trig. I don't know what that means. Does that mean I can fire yet? No? Do I need to be pointing at the T here? I'm gonna burn closer to it. I'm pushing the fire button. Maybe I'm pushing the wrong fire button. Oh, nope. I just jettisoned my external torus. Oh, wait. Haha, there it is. I was pushing the wrong button. Let's go ahead and send 2 out, because the Sparrows are not known for being very accurate. There he goes. He's done. Alright, there's more bogies in the area. At least they're calling it. Splash, there he goes. Big old bear's going down. Alright. Oh, that was it. That's all that's all she wrote. Okay. We can RTB if we want to, or actually the map zoomed out as far as it could go. There are a couple more targets you can see here. I just don't know who's friendly or not. And there's a big cluster of these guys over here. We'll go and visit and see who these guys are, if they're friendly or not. Maybe grab a couple of kills if we can. Otherwise, the mission's done. If we want to, we can come out like this. We can have a look. If I hit the right buttons, we can have a look at our wonderful Tomcat here. We have our wings are swept back due to being in supersonic speeds. We are doing Mach 96. And go ahead, go right back into the game here. See, the thing is, I don't really know who's friendly and who's enemy. I want to say these guys are the enemy ones. They're showing up on the radar as a square. But then again, I don't know. We're gonna go here though. It looks like these guys need help. That's kind of far away, so I will cut back when we get... You know what? Actually, let's go back to the carrier. It just hit me. I don't have the legs for this anymore because I accidentally dropped my drop tanks. Alright, well, I'm on the way back to the carrier. So I will see you all when we start our landing approach. Of course, I'm not gonna, yeah, we'll do the landing approach here because it's carrier landing, so it should be interesting. So I will be back when we get to the carrier. So until then, stay tuned. Alright everyone, and welcome back. You see we are, well, there's no 6th degree of freedom. You can see we're joining up with the carrier group right now. And actually I screwed up because it had the waypoints going right for the tail end of the Nimitz there. So we kind of have to burn some speed off. Easy way to do that is do some turning. We were doing Mach 0.96 all the way back here. It was a good thing I decided to turn around because as I did, as we started approaching the carrier group here, I went bingo on the fuel counter there. So good thing we decided to sneeze on back to the Nimitz here. Alright. Go ahead and deploy these air brakes, get us a little bit slower on the speed there. Rush the hook down. I believe that's the Nimitz right in front of me. It's the only ship out here that looks like an aircraft carrier, so that's something. Alright, landing gears are down. This should be a little bit more interesting than the carrier landings on... Actually, it should be just as intense and as interesting as the carrier landings in Falcon. Especially because we're flying this big old fat Tomcat. And I know I just insulted everybody that loves the Tomcat. Trust me, I love the Tomcat as well. So, it's not, I'm not dissing it, but she is a big aircraft. A lot bigger than the Hornet, so... Alright. And of course the glide angle is totally different than on the Hornet as well. Let's see here. Going way too fast, but we're going to try anyways. Oh! Hang on. Let's go the Nimitz right there. Trust me, I can land these things. I know I can. Oh. Well, I am, of course, nothing is showing, but I'm splat dead on the end of the carrier there. Oh, what a wonderful game. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not gonna complain. I have no need to complain. I mean, that was my mistake. Anything, we came in way too low. But anyways, enough of that. If we hit escape, we should get a end screen here. Yes, we did. It's a John Doe was killed in action. I got the purple heart for oh, the campaign is finished. Oh well, yeah, we blew up, so we lost campaign. That is how this game works. You do lose campaign if you die. So remember that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of the Strike Fighter game, do let me know, because this kind of... I don't want to say this was kind of a first look, but it was kind of a... I guess kind of prodding the sea there. See if you guys want to see more of this. I know it's not as high end or as fancy as like DCS or BMS, some of the games I play. I'm trying to also just bring a couple more games into the fray. Then of course with the wonderful Tomcat that has in this game, I would like to play more of it, but of course I can play more of it without you recording, and you guys don't have to watch me crash into the rear end of the Nimitz. But yes, anyways, thank you all for joining me. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it doesn't matter. And I will see you all next time. Take care. Oh, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this. Take care.